Okay, this is the par 4 11th hole, 275 yards here at Dunfermline. I've just skipped on ahead of another group, so haven't hit any balls. It's just come straight from the house. So really like this hole. Just a pretty straightforward par 4, good risk and reward hole. Going to go with the 3-wood. Let's go start nice and gentle and just try and work one off that bunker with a fade. Hopefully find the fairway. Looks pretty good. Should find the fairway in the flat area there. So yeah, not a bad first swing. Right, so really good drive there. Don't know how far I've hit it because I've not brought my watch with me. Let's get the laser on this. So see how far we are. Right, 67. Pins just in the middle of the green, so it all goes uphill here. So I probably want to land it just a bit short of the pin. I'm thinking probably 56 for this one. Oh, I've hit that well. Well, that's really good. Oh, couple of foot. So yeah, got that really nice and tight. Greens are looking a little bit sandy. I think they've been doing some work on these, so here's where I've pitched. Yeah, 7 or 8 foot actually, so a wee bit further away than I initially thought, but a little left to righter here. Oh, just gave it a little bit too much. Anyway, nice par to start. Okay, 12th hole, so 332 yards. It's just a long and straight one, this one. Usually just a driver. Try and find a fairway in between the two bunkers, but not a terribly difficult hole, this one. That's a good drive though. Missing both those bunkers and might just catch the rough at the edge of the fairway, but that's a decent drive. Let's see what we've got. Just missed the fairway. We're in the first cut, 96 yards, so it's going to come out of the rough. Grass is going with the ball, so it's probably going to come out pretty fast. Pins at the back as well, so there's not much green to work with if I go long. Just going to take the 54 for this one, which should be enough to get me to the front and hopefully just release it out. Oh, it's come out quite high. Okay, so we're on the green, thankfully over that bunker. This one's carried on a wee bit more. There's a little slope here, I think it's just ran down. So it's got a little bit closer than I thought it would. Relatively flat green. Still a good 25-30 foot away here. Oh, it's got a chance. It's got a chance. Go on. Oh, that's a good 4. So level par through 2, not too bad. 158 yard, par 3, 13th. This is a hole I struggle with quite often. Let's just get a yardage with the laser here. So shot scope pro L2, 155 yards. So this is one that I tend to leave short. I think I'm going to go with a 6-iron here. Main thing with this hole is not leaving it in those bunkers at the front. Oh, that's going right. Short and right. Yeah, didn't hit that well at all. We're short and right. Luckily for me, this is pretty much where I tend to land. But you can see just how far above me the green is. So I'm going to go with a 60 here. I've got a nice lie. Grass is going towards the hole, so it should fly through easily enough. Just want to get this one up, landing it just at the start of the green and let it release out. That's not too bad. A little bit to the right, and it shouldn't be too far away from the pin, hopefully. All things considered, that's not a bad shot from down there. Quite easy to get underneath that and leave it short. You have to commit to it. It's a relatively flat putt here. Yes! In she goes. So that's basically the story of my golfing life. It's just making up and down with that little 60. Love that club. This is the 14th hole. I think this is probably the hardest hole on the course. Tee shot wise anyway. Quite narrow, lots of trees left and right, out of bounds right on the right. We're about 370 I think from here. Okay, so we're heading on those trees on the right hand side. There's the trees I was talking about. So that's one of the main reasons I take a driver on this hole, is because you can more often than not clear those trees. Whereas if I take a 3-wood, there's a high chance that I'll not get over them or past them, and then we'll be in a bit of trouble. But we've managed to clear them. This is where it's handy having the GPS watch, which I've not brought. So let's go with the laser. 141 right onto the pin. I think a decent 8-iron from here. Nice and easy. Oh, I've duffed it. Unbelievable. So, a bit of work to do here to get par. Right, so we've landed short of the temporary green. I think we'll go with 56 here. Not aggressive enough though. Could have got another 20 yards out of that one. Not my finest couple of shots, but anyway. It's a good stroke, just going left. Anyway, at least it got past the hole. So this is in for a bogey, so 1 over through 4 holes. It's not the best hole though, not the best hole. Okay, so 15th hole. This is par 5, but it's one of these holes that doesn't really suit my shot shape, which is a fade. So 3-wood on the line of that big tree on the left. Okay, so a wee bit further right than I would have liked. Not the best strike, but the main thing is, because it's not the driver, it's not going to be in the bushes, it's not going to be too long. So I should have an okay second shot from there. I've no idea how far we are here. One of the benefits of having the shot scope watch that I normally wear is I'll be able to tell how far away these bunkers are in front of me, and also how far away the pin is. I don't think there's any chance of me getting on in 2 from here, but we've got a pretty good lie. I'm a bit worried about those 2 bunkers, so I'm going to go with a 3-wood again and just try and advance it up there. Yep, so we're avoiding the bunkers with that terrible shot. But actually it's probably not going to be too bad, because it will run on a little bit and then we'll have a good chance of getting into the green with an iron in hand. So always not lost. The last 4 shots have been pretty poor. We're here in 2 though, 140 yards to the pin, which is at the back. We're uphill and we've got a little bit of a breeze. So I think for me, I think this is probably maybe a full 8. Okay, and I've hit that really well. It's just tailing off to the right, but I think that'll be good for distance. So yeah, safely on the green, anywhere nice and close, give us a chance of a par, would be good. Got a bit of work to do with that one. Get 7 or 8 foot here, uphill. Maybe a touch of right to left. Come on. Oh, and there we go. So it's another bogey, back-to-back bogeys. That's a hole I definitely should have parred at worst. 2 over through 5 holes. Not the best, but not the worst. This is the 16th hole, 151 from the board. Let's just get the laser on it. 159. I'm going to go with 7-iron here. Oh, I've hit that really well, but it's just a little bit left. That may have been a bit too well. could be off the back of the green there. Oh, I've pitched just on that rough there. Okay, so we've got a pretty good lie. just get my 60 out, now it's sloping left to right, so just want to try and get this nice and tight. Got no idea how that mud's going to affect it. It's not too bad, we'll get a chance to clean that. God, oh, just short. It's another bogey, so after a really good start, 3 bogeys in a row, 3 over. Damn. This is the 17th hole, par 4 from the yellow tees here. Quite a long hole, difficult approach shot, but anyway, let's try and get a good tee shot. Okay, so that one should be pretty good. It's a dog leg to the right, see it come around the corner. So we're taking a few yards off by fading it. I think from here, it's probably a good 5 or a 6 iron to try and get to the slope and run it down. I'm going to go for 6. A fairly good lie here in the rough. Just anywhere to the left of that tree. Oh boy, hit that well. Might actually be quite good. I can't really see because it's getting a bit dark. But hopefully that should be sort of greenside or thereabouts. That's actually a fairly good approach. I'm not sure if it's ran round, if it's just sailed and landed here, but it's not too bad actually. 56 on this one. Quite a bit of a slope here, so just going with the slope. Let's try and get this one close. Oh, it's just bounced left. It's going to be a tricky putt across the slope. So a little bit of work to be done here. So across the slope, which makes it a little bit tricky. Anyway, big putt here though. Could really do with this one. Oh, yes. So, not really the conventional way to do it. Well, it's the conventional way for me to do it anyway, actually. But yeah, a good par to stop the rot. Right, 18th hole, 480 yards. Now this is a par 5, long straight hole here, into a bit of a breeze, so we'll tee it that little bit lower, I think. Trees left and right. Out of bounds really is right, so anything left isn't actually too bad, but we need a good drive here to give us a chance to get up and close in 2. Kept it low, but I think that's on the line of the trees. Right, so the good news is I found my ball. The bad news is it's not looking great. Anyway, let's see what we're dealing with here. Might be able to get a swing actually. There's a little gap there. So let's just try and keep this low. Gonna go down the shaft here because that tree. Just try and advance it. Right, I don't even need to get my rangefinder out here to know that this is too far into the wind to get there. 3 woods coming out. Just try and get it up and as close as we can. Oh, I've hit that so well. That might bound on. Go on. Let's see what we can do here. Try and get this one in nice and tight. 60 degrees. A little slope just off the right hand side. Try and chip it onto that and release it down. Anywhere nice and tight would be a good outcome here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Here's the slope. Oh, it's just died. Not aggressive enough. Let's try and make this for par. It's a good stroke, go on, go on. Oh, right on the edge. Ah dear. 4 over through 8 holes. So there we go, 8 holes played, 4 over par. A fairly standard set of holes. I think it's getting really quite cold now, really quite dark, and probably one of the last rounds I'll be playing, I would think, before the end of the year. But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, feel free to drop a comment below, let me know your thoughts and opinions, and I'll see you in the next video.